We are heading up from the south coast. We're going up to see James Greenwoods Biomass again. We're going to be doing a bit of a spotlight on some of the machines. We're going to be having a look at some of the bigger excavators, their attachments, how they process timber, get that off-site nice and quickly, get it loaded, extracted. And also we're going to be doing a bit of a ride along, going out to site, deploying one of the roll-off containers, helping a tree team that is out of area extract a lot of material whilst they're looking to shift material when they're not necessarily in their sort of comfort zone of where they know where to get rid of things. So yeah, it should be a good day. We just turned up at Greenwoods. Bit of a rush getting in here this morning. He's using the big 360 here with a specific bucket. The bucket's been turned around, so it's normally an excavator works like this, where it's dragging the material towards you. This bucket has been flipped round and it can scoop up the material like that and then drop into the Arctic walking floor trailer here. So it's perfect for this setup. It's very, very quick. I mean, it's quick because he's mustered on the machine, and they're just checking for the quality of the material, so doing visual checks as every bucket gets dropped over the side. They're looking before and after the material's been screened. They've already been through it once, now they're going through it again, making sure that material is of the highest quality that can come out of this yard. So probably take me about 4 hours to do that job, and he's doing it in 40 minutes. Probably not even that, to be honest. I think load time is around 20 minutes, something like that. So I think they're having a nice little chat through James's glasses. Yeah. You're just having a chat through your glasses? So they can communicate through the intercom on Mark's headphones there. James can talk to him through his glasses, so they can communicate from machine to truck. So before we can even move it and tip in the yard, we've got to run the machine for 15 minutes. And walk around, run
through the checklist. We use Convey Driver, which is an app on the smartphones. Just go through it and then check everything off. Any faults then have to be reported, and then if it's only a minor fault, this vehicle will still be driven. If there's something like, electric windows not working properly, something like that, that's okay. But if it's a light bulb gone, something like that, or a major fault like a tyre, then that has to be sorted before the vehicle can be used. And then we're just tipping the load off from yesterday, and then we're going to go and deliver the skip to another tree surgery company who are based in Dorset, and they're doing a job locally to us. They found us through Green Line Arb and booked us for a skip to help. Obviously they haven't got their local network available to them like they would down in Dorset for where to tip, and there's quite a lot of product coming out today, so we're going to go and deliver it down to them. So what happened with this job is that they're up from Dorset, and you can probably get they're called Wilkins Tree Company,
right?
WTC, and they're up from Dorset doing a whole package of work. So they've booked us for skips across 4 different sites.
Oh, nice.
So we provide skips for both wood chip and logs, and then what that allows is tree surgeons only running 3.5 ton trucks. It gives them that added capacity, especially if you're working out of area, because even though Green Line's a fantastic app and it shows you a local tip site, it won't necessarily reduce your when you're doing the bigger jobs with like big volume.
Oh yeah, so time running around, isn't it?
Exactly.
If you can book you in with a bin and then have even more capacity on the day that you need, it's just peace of mind, like you say, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just taking pressure off staff, like you just said. It's making the job safer because there's more hands on deck, and it's also taking stress off the vehicles as well, so you're not running 3.5 ton trucks overloaded trying to move like heavy loads of offcuts and potentially stems and whatnot.
Yeah. How you doing, mate?
Nice
I'm Nick. How's it going?
Yeah, all good.
So I'm from Greenline Arb.
Oh, right.
Have you heard of Greenline?
Yeah, I was working on my phone, yeah.
Nice one. Top man. So this tree company that have been brought in from Dorset, all the way down in Dorset, they got a long drive up here. This originally was down for a heavy prune. They're just doing a reduction to it, but they need the extra capacity, and obviously the bin in this scenario is absolutely perfect. Just drop it down the access point to the garages here, and they can load it up and happy days.
How you doing, mate?
Yeah, good, mate. Yourself?
Yeah, good to see you.
Good stuff.
Right, so this is the first of 4 skips you got booked in for us for as a package of local work you've got going on.
That's it, yeah, really useful. Greenline Arb, found it on the app, found it yourself, and yeah, couldn't ask for any more really. I mean, usually we put it in the vans, but I don't think we're going to fit it all in, so this is going to be ideal really. So yeah, pretty
And if there's any overrun, you know, it's going into the transits or whatever, then
yeah,
more than welcome to use our tip site.
brilliant, superb.
When you're looking at a site down locally to you, is this what's going through your mind constantly? Like, how do I get waste off site?
Yeah, exactly.
Would you always think about a bin, or is it?
Not necessarily, depends on the job. Obviously, a massive tree like this, it's kind of essential to have that capacity to get the chip in there and get it gone.
I always used to look at a job and go, how I would deal with it personally.
Yeah.
But if you could look at it and go, oh, I'm just going to take a quick video and send that off to the local contractor that has a roll-off bin or more equipment.
Nice having this many different eyes with different perspectives. So I mean, they've all got different levels of experience, experience in different aspects.
Yeah.
So you get a very wide array of this could be a problem, that could be a problem.
Yeah.
And then with that sort of what's the word I'm looking for here? Just combination of skill sets, you get a very 3D look at what you need to get a job done efficiently and safely.
And nick your biscuits. Cheers, guys. Cheers, fellas. We're back in Greenwoods Yard. There's a cafe on site, so if you're coming in, you're tipping off as a tree company. It's lovely. Hello, mate. Not too bad. Look at that. We've got a tree truck coming into the yard. They've got a few logs on the back which they're going to separate out, and then putting the rest of the wood chip on the pile that's just been sorted out. So seeing it happen live and direct. Obviously really convenient yard to be coming into. You got so much space to turn around and get tipped off. That's why it's a premium drop point on our map. I spy some logs in the top. Can't be taking that gold away. So we're taking the logs out because they're basically contaminating the load. We want pure wood chip to be processed. The logs are all going to go through the shredder to make a finer product. That is class. So obviously this load is contaminated with logs. He's using the stack of chip to kind of self-screen itself, where the logs just tumble out down the edge of the chip and they come out separately. Well, James has said that I'm actually going to have to get in this machine and have a go. Obviously never turned down a challenge. I've had a go with, I don't know, 5-ton machines at the most on a site before. He says that working the bigger stuff is actually easier. It's a bit slower on the controls, the hydraulics are a bit more intuitive, so we'll see. But obviously he's currently demoing it and it looks very impressive. I don't know if I'm going to be anywhere near that fast. So we're up in the cab now. I'm going to have a bit of a play, get used to the backwards facing bucket, move some material around and get my hands on, get used to it. And we've got a load of gizmos here that are new to me. We've got a camera facing down the boom so you can see exactly what's going on there. You've got the shredder control right here, so you'll be able to actually control the machine when you're loading it. And there's also a reverse camera and a forward facing camera there, so loads of visuals going on. Feeling a little bit intimidated, but we'll see how it goes. Wow, okay. Oh god, I am a little bit nervous, I won't lie. So apparently you go inside 90 degrees and you don't have much torque. That one was a bit better. Just working the bucket the other way around is very tricky. The power of this thing is insane. Whoa, it's fast. Talking and doing this at the same time is a whole new challenge. Anyone with a large site or a clearance job or a lot of material to come off, in what kind of catchment area around your yard are you operating?
Oh, we work in like the whole of South England. I mean, we've priced up jobs over in Ireland before.
Oh,
haven't
really?
done any over there yet, but
wow.
We've got contacts over there, and yeah, we just go as long as, you know, like I said in our last episode we did, you know, don't necessarily just be good on a machine or on a chainsaw, be good on a calculator, and if the math works out, we'll do the job. So that's it. And quite a lot of the time we have different sort of spec jobs. We have jobs where they want us to do the entire job, and then jobs they want us to do part of the job, where they'll maybe chip all the wood into piles, and then we'll have to go in there with a 360 and gather it all up and load it into an Arctic. We've had jobs like that. We've had jobs where they just want the grappling saw in, and they've got a chipper. We get a variation. We don't mind how much equipment we provide. We do the whole job or part of it, as long as the math stacks up. That's it.
So we're now just warming up the shredder. Obviously about to load it with some logs, run some logs through the machine. It's got to warm up a little bit before we get started.
So basically we've got to run the machine up because the clutch engagement is actually hydraulic, so you have to get the hydraulic oil temperature up to 20 degrees Celsius. Obviously because we're just coming into autumn, it's now shown on the gauge at 13 degrees, so we need to warm it up for a few minutes before we can engage the clutch and get it rolling.
Massage it into position.
Yeah, that's it.
So as well as using the yard for process and logs for biomass, so it's a usable product, so obviously you can't put logs into the power stations. As well as using it for that, we also use it for site clearance. We can take anything from broadleaf trees, conifer, whole tree stumps, anything up to 1 metre diameter, and then anything over 1 metre diameter. We've got our Westtech W1350 log cracker, which has got a 75-ton hydraulic ram, and that will literally break through anything. So we can break it down into small enough sections the machine take it. Although, even though 1 metre is a big section, you know, still tree stumps can be over 2 metres diameter. Use it for cracking stumps, butts, all that stuff.
So before we were talking about the deployment of collection bins onto tree surgery sites, you obviously deploy the 360 as well, and you take out the grab, the cracker, the buckets. Can you give us an example of a successful job recently where the 360's been out?
Yeah, I mean we do a lot of work on golf courses. They're always good because we've got good access, and construction sites obviously you can't like get all this kit into Mrs. Smith's back garden with a 3-foot gate. So we're sort of specialised in the market in that respect, but where you'd have to look at 20 jobs to maybe pick one that would fit our kit, we now work as a support service mainly as a support service for other tree surgeons, golf courses, construction sites, stuff like that, where we can get the kit into where that 1 in 20 job that a tree surgeon gets, that they can utilise our equipment rather than having to make the massive financial investment of millions of pounds to do it themselves.
We're feeling good, yeah. This is very much the deep end. Trial by fire, he says. Makes a bit of a change from, you know, knocking out bits of bamboo from back gardens. Okay, we're over the machine, tipping bucket away, onto the conveyor belt. Oh, he's let the back down. Going very steady with all of his machines. Not gonna take the piss. Wow. Look at that. Hopefully that doesn't stall the machine. Christ. Another tree surgeon turned up while we were working here in the yard. Obviously a really popular and useful tip for tree companies operating in the area, or if they're running through on their way back to their own yard, or if they're working out of the area. This seems like the place to be. We just got back onto the site here where we dropped the bin off earlier. In just a few hours they've done an amazing job and almost got this whole tree reduced. I think the bin has speeded up things no end by managing to get everything in, keep chipping all day long and not running vans off of site. So we've backed the hook trailer down the little track there and we're about to roll it back up and on to the vehicle and then we'll be off. So wrapping up today, and we've learned a lot. We've seen a lot and we've seen how these machines and the equipment can really speed up things for tree contractors on site, and that directly correlates to saving time, being more efficient and obviously saving money. If you're questioning whether you can get in one of the bigger bins or maybe even the 360 to extract some timber, just take a video of the site and drop James a message. He'll be happy to answer some questions and work out if that's feasible. Another thing we've learned today that would really speed up things for James assessing jobs would be to make sure that the location information is bang on. So if you're out on site and you're assessing a job on a quotation, use Greenline ARB. We've got the emergency feature there, so you can just tap that find location button. It's going to give you a what 3 words and the exact address. Screenshot that, ping it across to James. He gets an exact read on where he's got to drop a bin, and happy days, we can get the job done.
Coming up on the next visit, we've got our brand new top of range tracked unit and tipping trailer and new low loader as well, hopefully by then.
Another great day here at Greenwoods, a window into how the business is operating, how he's speeding up jobs for tree surgeons out on the road, and really appreciate the spin in the 360 there and loading the shredder. That was epic. A bit nerve-wracking, but we got through it.
Thanks, mate. Responsible for £750,000 worth of machinery, and he didn't even drop a log.